format.
correct.
And
Yes, correct.
Ravi, have you finished all
So
connectors or else? No, all connectors are over, or else you are going to talk about connectors in future classes.
sorry, sorry, tell me again.
We've discussed a few connectors, right? Chat
Yes,
broker.
correct. Yeah, yeah,
So
correct.
you finish connectors, or else few more things will come in future.
Yes, yes, connector will come. So we will HTTP connector we already started.
Okay.
Okay. Then other connector we will see that is object store, Salesforce, database,
FTP,
file,
SFTP,
FTP. Okay.
they will
So
come in future. Okay, no
yes,
problem.
yes, almost like 6 to 7 connector we will cover in this class in basic training part.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay. So like as many people mention, like data we use for transformation purpose. Okay. Whenever we need to transform data from one format to another format, we use data. Okay. So what is transformation here? So whenever we are integrating two systems, okay, let's say we are moving data from Salesforce to database. There will be possibility in Salesforce we have field name like first name and last name. Okay. And in database, field name is only name, which contains both first name and last name. Okay. So if we have this kind of transformation, like where we need to change or format data from one format to another format, then we need to write the database script, and that will help us to format data from one format to another format. Okay. So this is one use case. Let's say another use case we have from source system, like let's say Salesforce, we are getting number with country code. Okay, we are getting phone number and country code will be there. But when we are writing data into target system need only phone number. They don't want country code. So again, we need to remove the initial country code from the phone number and then we need to process to target system. So that is again, we need to write database script. Okay, and using database script, we will remove the initial country code from the phone number. So to achieve our business logic, many times what we need to do, we need to transform data from one format to another format. And for that purpose, we use database script. Okay. And many people has like query on this part. Is Mulesoft is coding like Mulesoft contains coding language or not? So only database part, you don't have any other option. You must need to do coding. But a part of that, everything you can do using drag and drop option. You don't need to write any code. Okay, if you want, you can write code also. Okay, it's not like there is only one option of drag and drop. For same thing, okay, let's see here. See here, whatever we are doing, you can do same thing by writing code also, but we have capability of drag and drop. So no one prefer to write the code. Everyone is comfortable with the drag and drop. Okay. So I mean to say other things also you can do using by writing the code. Okay. But that is not required here since Mulesoft provide graphical view where you can do everything by drag and drop option. Okay. So everything we are doing here, drag and drop option. And 90% task you will do here. you will do with all this component. Only 10% task you need to do, that is transforming data from one format to another format where you need to write the data view script. And again, there will be around 20 to 30 predefined function which you will use very frequently. Okay. So those 20 to 30 function only you will keep using very frequently. And rest of the 200 functions we use very rarely. But what you need to do, whatever functions are there in DataView, you just need to go one time. Okay, so only you should have idea. Only you should have idea like this function do exist, like, okay, syntax, how to use everything, you can leave it. Whenever you will require that function in your project, just Google it, get the syntax and implement it. Okay. So you should only need to know this kind of function do exist, which will do this kind of operation. But there are few function, 20 to 30 function, which you will use very frequently. So you should be ready with syntax and everything. Okay. And here, database script is not as difficult as we have Java, C, C++. Database script is very straightforward and very simple one. Okay. So we have 10% of coding, but it's very simple coding. It's not difficult coding. So you will say how much time you will take to learn data view. Okay. So data view itself, like I mentioned, 200 plus predefined functions are there. Okay. So you cannot complete in 2 days, 3 days. It will take 1 month. So what you need to do here in 2, 3 days, I will give you kickstart. Okay. Whatever frequently used functions are there, I will explain you here in this class. I will show you some POC, some assignment and things. And after 2, 3 class, once you will be clear with the basic concept, I will give you one video playlist. You need to go through that playlist and you need to complete all the data we've learning from there. Okay.
In the
Don't want
playlist,
to
Ravi, in the playlist that you suggested just now, how many functions you have covered?
almost 100 plus functions are there.
Okay, so uh, how we figure out which are important 30 out of those 100?
Yeah,
So
I like we explained that part. We already mentioned this is frequently used, this is rarely used, and this is like moderate use. So that kind of discussion is there.
okay, if you just give that 30 important functions, we will be very glad and we will practice a lot.
Yeah, that 20, 30 function we will do now only. We will
Okay,
do in class.
okay, fine.
Okay, and rest of the function you need to go through that video. Okay, I don't want to include in this course, otherwise this program will go for 4 months. Okay. Okay, fine then. So till this point, looks everyone is clear with this data view part, like what is the purpose of data view. Okay. So for data view learning, what we will do, we will use the data view playground for data view learning. Okay. So now what is data view playground? So Mulesoft provide one online tool where you can run and test your data view script. Okay. So there we will learn first and then we will start using in our code in our AnyPoint Studio. Okay. So this is the website for that. So I'm sending in chat also. Dataweave.mulesoft.com/learn. Okay. So here, let me take one sample. So first, let me take one simple payload and then I will take array one. Yeah, I think Satish joined. So Satish, we just started. So we are going to learn this data view.
Today topic data view
Sorry, sorry.
means today discuss about the data view
Yes,
introduction
yes,
or
yes,
already
yes.
okay.
From today, 2, 3 classes we will spend in data view.
Okay, thank you.
Would you send the whatever the payload you are using to teach us in the chat box?
Okay,
We will.
okay, okay. At this moment, I took one part of this payload, that is first object, but slowly we will take all. So in this payload, you can see we have user ID, we have job title, we have first name, we have last name, preferred full name, employee code, region, phone, email address. This is the source data format. This is the source data. So when it's going to target system, we need okay. So this is the expectation to the target system. In target system, they have user ID same as source system, job title same as source system, name. Okay, source system contains first name, last name. It contains only name. Okay, then employee code. Okay, preferred full name. Target system don't contain this preferred full name. Employee code same as this. Region same as this. Phone number, it contains without country code. Email address same as source system. So this is the source system data and this is the expectation from target system. So whenever we are sending data to target system, before that we need to make in this format. Okay. So here what we have, first we have user ID. Sorry. So first we have user ID here in target system, and that is value is same as source system. So how to get the value from here? Okay. If you want to get value from here, okay. So syntax, this will be non, this will add the payload. Just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. So here we want to access this data. Okay. So this entire thing is payload. Okay. So if you want to get data from the payload, syntax will be payload dot what we want, user ID. So payload dot user ID. So you can see this user ID we got, and we got this value. This user ID we got and got this value. Now second thing what we need job title name. So here you need to put comma, enter job title name. Okay. So from where we will get? We will get from here. So payload dot job title name. Okay. This we got. Now next what we need? We need name. Okay. Name will be combination of first name and last name. We need combination of first name and last name. So payload dot first name. Okay. So this is the first function, that is plus plus function, concatenation function. What it will do? It will add two string value. So what is our two string value? Payload dot first name and payload dot last name. So here so we have payload dot first name plus plus means Romin plus plus Irani, Romin Irani. So we are getting Romin Irani. But if you go to here, there should be space between Romin Irani, correct? So how you will add this space? So here you need to add one more string value, that is space. Okay. So what we did, we took first string value, that is first name from here, payload dot first name. We took second string value, that is space, and we took third string value, that is payload dot last name, payload dot last name. Everyone clear with this? Next, comma, enter. What is asking? Employee code same as this employee code. So this will be straightforward. Same for region also. Next we have phone number. Okay, but if you see here, phone number, we don't want this initial STD code. We want only number. Okay, so how we can do that? So for that, we have one function substring after. Okay, so what that substring after function will do? In substring after function, we will pass this string and we will take value after this hyphen. Okay, so what substring after function will do? Whatever after key you will give, it will take value after that. So let's use that one. Okay, one more thing. So there are few functions which you can use directly, and there are few functions if you want to use, then you need to include their library. Okay, so how to get this library of, so slowly, like while using, you will get for which you need library, for which you don't need library. Okay, for substring function we need library. So you can get the library from Mulesoft documentation. Okay, now you will able to see that function. This string library contains this function substring. Here you need to pass the data. Data will be payload dot phone number, comma. You want to do substring after what? After hyphen. So you can see here this substring after function, what it will do, whatever input you will pass. This phone number means this phone number. It will take string after this hyphen, after this hyphen. Okay. Everyone clear with this? Next, we have email as it is. Let's say for email address, I want my field name also got changed. That is email only. So okay. So this is the result. What target system need, and you can compare with this. User ID this, job title name this, name is this, employee code this, everything is matching these two. So here we have written one database script which is converting this particular format of data into target system format data. In database part, whatever you can see before this 3 underscore, okay, this is 3 underscore. Before this 3 underscore, whatever you can see, this is known as header and this is body. Okay, so in script, database script, it's divided into two parts. One is header part, one is body part. So body part, we do actual processing. In header part, we put all the supporting things. Okay, so what all supporting things we have? First one is DataWeave version. Okay, so DataWeave has two versions, 1.0 and 2.0. Again, 1.0 has some minor version also. Same as 2.0 also has some minor version also. So, but generally we write here 1.0 and 2.0. 1.0, like DataView 1.0, we used to like we used in Mule 3. Okay. But starting from Mule 4, they have introduced DataView 2.0. So Mule 4 can support both DataView 1.0 also and 2.0 also. Okay. But Mule 3 support only DataView 1.0. But you don't need to worry about Mule 3. Nowadays, very rarely projects are there in Mule 3. More than 90% project, they are running in Mule 4. So here, this is the header part. So first thing, we have written the DataWeave version 1.0 or 2.0. Then this is the output format. Okay, so whenever you are writing the DataWeave, so what will be your format of the output data? It can be XML, it can be JSON, it can be CSV, it can be file, it can be text, it can be PDF. So what format you will have, you will mention that format here. At this moment, we want response in JSON format. That's why we are using application/JSON. Okay. Third part, I already mentioned. So there are many predefined functions are there, which you don't need, which is like by default, you that will, sorry, that will be default function. So you don't need to import any library. But there are many functions which is inside the library. So if you want to use that function, you need to import it first. Okay. So this plus plus function it's a inbuilt. Okay. But if you want to use this substring function, so that is not by default inside the DataView script, you need to import string class or string library. Okay, so syntax will be import star from star means everything from this DataView core string library. So like a string, we have array library and few or more library that we will see. At this
Hey,
moment, we need,
can I ask you one question?
yes, yes.
In phone number, the number itself they represented as a string. What if it is not a string? What if it is an integer? The substring after will not work, right? In that case, what should be used here?
Okay. So first, do you think this
Yeah.
can be integer?
Yes, yes.
This cannot be integer since hyphen is there. Hyphen doesn't
Hyphen is
contain.
there.
Okay. I got it.
Okay, it must be string only.
Okay. iPhone is
And
the
only for strings, we give double quotes, right? Mm.
Yes, yes.
And
Okay.
another thing, this core module is there. What will come in this core module? DW core strings are there. What other things will come core? Or else, if you show me where to study it, I'll go. I'll go there.
Yes, yes. See, first 3 day, what I am teaching, just go through that part. Okay. And after 3 day, I will explain you what all you need to learn as a additional thing in data view, so you can
Okay.
start.
That core module also.
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Ravi, is there any
Now,
difference between data weave in Mule 3 and Mule 4? Like, or is it like same?
Mule
And
supports on Mule 3 supports only data view 1.0, which contains less functions, and Mule 4 contains data view 2.0, which contains too many functions.
like which year totally it migrated from 3 to 4? Like any idea?
It's not migrated, they released the new version. Okay, and they released this with Mule 4 only. I think it's around 5-6 years back.
Okay.
Okay. Now one person asked like, what if it is string integer value? So this cannot be integer. This must be string only. But if you see result, this is only number. This you can convert into integer or number. Okay. So if you want to do that, so this is the script for getting this string. So what you need to do, put it inside the bracket, and then you can use another function that is as. So we want to convert into. Now you can see this is coming as a number. This is now not a string. Is it clear?
Yes.
Everyone clear with this as function?
Yes.
So
Yes,
as
yes, sir.
we use for typecasting. Okay, if you want to convert data from one type to another type, then we use as function. Okay, so after the input data, you need to put the as, and then in which format you want to change, in format of number. So as number. So it will convert this string into number or integer. So hope everyone clear with this database script. Anyone has any doubt?
Ravi means here before before going to the that playground means we can use this one means in any point studio same we can paste and use right same
Yes, yes, yes.
whatever they there in the playground.
Yes, in studio also we can do, but we have to run it. We have to start in debug mode and we need to do it. So instead of doing that, yeah, better to use this playground for learning purpose, and then we will move on studio.
Okay.
Okay, so hope everyone clear with this. Now let me take.
Ravi, before moving to another example, can you send us this target system payload for our reference while practicing?
Yes, yes. Okay. Okay, hope my screen is visible. Can anyone confirm my screen is visible or not?
Yes, it's visible.
Yes, yes, it's
Yes.
visible.
So,
So the okay, first let me send the previous data and everything. If I go to previous one, this is the input. This is the script. And I hope there is no need to send the output, you can generate. Send output also. So this is output part. Now here we have another input. Okay, this you people need to do. So response I want name should be f name. Last name is this address. Phone number. Okay, so I used substring after function. You need to use substring before function also, substring after function also. Okay, everything will be same, only name will change. One will be substring before to get the STD code and substring after to get the number. Date of birth, gender. Okay, in gender part, if it will be display M, if it is female, you need to display M. So you will not able to do this part. Okay, for now, let it be, since I haven't explained that function. So for now, you can return like this. So this will be your input. Okay. This is input and this is output. Okay. So everyone need to do this in 10 minutes.
একটু পরেও ৯টা বাজে গ্যাসের ওই সুইচ বন্ধ করে গ্যাসে Chatney
Yeah, so we can start now. I can see Satya and Satish has completed. Okay, so let me explain now. Is there anyone else who has completed this? Our expectation is in this format, correct? So first name. So first name should be before space. Okay, so here we will use substring before function. Substring before. So what will be string value here? Name. So name is inside the payload. Okay. Then comma before what? Space. So you can see here first name is coming as a this. Last name we want modern. So for last name we will use substring after function. Again we will pass the payload dot name. Okay. So we did mapping for these two. First name will be payload dot name, and we will do substring before this. So substring before payload dot name and before space. This one will be after. So substring after payload dot name and before after space. Anyone has any doubt on this part? This part, first name and last name.
No, sir.
Then age part will be payload dot age. Straightforward. Age is done. Next, we want city and country. City we want from address city, and country we want from address country. So for city, syntax will be payload dot address dot city. So we want to take city from here. So syntax will be payload. Inside payload we have address, and inside address we have city. Same for country also. Payload dot address and inside address country. So payload dot address dot country. Next we have phone number. So phone number we have STD code. So again we will use two part before substring before and substring after. substring before payload dot phone number, comma, hyphen. Okay. So STD code is coming at 408 and phone number we want. So for a phone number, we need to use substring after. Okay. So phone number is also coming. Date of birth we want as it is. Okay. Now another thing we want for gender. If it is male, we want to display M. If it is female, then we want to display F. So here we need to write the condition like this. Okay. So what will be syntax? If, then condition, then what you want to display, what you want to display. This is the syntax of if else. If, condition, what you want to display, else, what you want to display. So our condition is if gender is male, means if payload dot gender equals to male. Our condition is if payload dot gender equals to male, display M here, else F. So here you can see at this moment male is there, so we are displaying M. Let's make it female. Then it will be F. Everyone clear with this if else statement inside the database?
Yes, sir.
So today we will end our class here only. If anyone has any doubt on this part, let me know. Otherwise, we are.
Ravi, is there any like minus minus operator like you showed, no plus plus for adding two strings?
Yes, we have minus minus also. Yeah, we'll cover it.
In the name Chris Moran, like if we can use minus minus, is it possible? Like
No. But if you want to do minus minus, you should know with which you will do minus minus. In plus, we know this and this we need to do plus. But in minus minus, if you will use, then we have to give the more in there. Again, you need.
okay, okay. So if any only first name should be displayed, then we can use minus minus, right?
That part also, it will be a bit complex. Okay. Since you need to define this last name. If you want to do minus minus, you need to define the last name part. Okay. So let it be for now. I will tell you. So that will not be much useful here.
Ravi, instead of use, we can use the else if when else also here in the gender.
Sorry, tell me again.
Means here we can use the else if also we can use means
Yes,
if else.
yeah, we can use. Yes, correct. Okay,
And
so
when
that
also when when condition, when
Uh,
instead
no,
of
no, no. When is not work. When is not.
when is not work. Okay.
Okay. And one more thing, like if you are from C++ or Java background, then most of the function you already know, substring before, substring after. Okay, this kind of function, if else, this kind of things are already in C and Java, condition statement and all. So if you are from that background, it will be very simple. Most of the functions will be from there only. If even if you are not from the background, then no need to worry. It's very straightforward and simple only.
Means in the real time, the string function means most of the we used substring before, substring after, if any other.
Okay, so that functions like I mentioned, like there are many predefined functions are there. We will cover few frequently used predefined function. Okay.
Ravi, do we have class tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow we will have our project. So every
Okay.
Sunday we will have for 2-3 week. Every Sunday we will have project class. Within 2 week we will complete this basic training, and then full day like all classes we will have for real time project only.
Okay. And one request, Ravi, could you please upload the recording so that today's holiday I can go through before end of day.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Ravi, while practicing, accidentally I put single quote. Still, it is taking. So it's not a mandatory rule to
Yeah, yeah, both are.
double, right?
Yeah,
Both of them
both
will.
are okay. Yes.
Even while I F name that double quotes, I can use single quotes as well, right? Here also.
Yes, correct.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay, then we are good with today class. Yeah, we can end this session. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ravi.